Hello guys, this is Jalo Singh Gaudhi today. Today we will learn about the chapter number 1, limits and functions, and exercise 1.4, and this is the lecture number 12. And today we will learn about the exercise 1.4. This is the first of all we will learn about the one of the most useful formula. Later on we will move on the problems. So we write the problem. It will be used in exercise 1.4 and 1.6, 1.7 onwards. Limit n approaches to infinity 1 plus 1 upon n whole power n is equal to e. And this is the first formula. If we change it, then we can write it on this way. Limit n approaches to 0, 1 plus n whole power 1 divided by n is equal to e. This is the two formula. So limit n approaches to infinity 1 plus 1 upon n is equal to n. If we have here in the bracket 1 divided by n, then we will write the whole power n. If we have 1 plus n only, then we can write the 1 divided by n is equal to e. And it must be understand that limit will be changed, n approaches to 0. And if we have 1 divided by n, then limit must be the n approaches to infinity. This is the first basic formula. Later on we can divide it in the second method. So this is the formula, and E is equal to 2.718. 2.718. This is the approximate value of E, and this is the we call it also, this is the irrational. So this is all about the E. Now we will start the exercise. Later on we will discuss on that with formula and problems. So first of all I will read the statement. Find the limit of each of the sequences. An is the general term in the following cases. An is equal to exercise 1.4 and problem number An is equal to 1 divided by what? This is the problem number first. An is the general term is equal to 1 divided by 2 power n. So we will do the same method as we have done in exercise 1.3. So limit n approaches to infinity, because we have not given the limit, that is why we have supposed like to take the limit n approaches to infinity. So we can write 2 power n. So we have no any what we call it method to take out the common. So this is the, so now we can apply the limit. Apply the limit, we can 2 power infinity, anything power infinity is equal to infinity, so infinity is equal to 0. So this is the first problem. And second problem is that general term is equal to 3 power n minus 1 divided by 3 power n. So in the numerator and the denominator we have common 3 power n. So we will take out the common. Limit n approaches to infinity, 3 power n is the common, 1 minus 3 divided by 3 power n. These both will be cancel out each other, and we have remaining the 1 minus 3 power n. So now we will apply the limit. We will apply the limit. So we will get 1 divided by 3 power infinity. So 1 minus anything divided by infinity is equal to 0. 0 is equal to 1. So this is all about. So question number third. Question number 1 we have done, 2 also, and 3 number you can do yourself. This is the homework. What you have to do in question number third, you can take out the common 5 power n, then you can apply the limit. So now question number 4, we have find the limit of the sequence. Find limit of the sequence whose general term en is given by 1 plus question number 4. 1 plus this is the general term divided by n whole power 3n. So this is the what we call it. This is the general term. So what you have to do, we just take out the formula and apply on that. Limit n approach to infinity, 1 plus 1 upon n whole power n is equal to e. This is the same situation, just we have to change the constants. So now we can apply the formula. So formula is that limit n approaches to infinity, 1 plus 1 divided by n whole power n is equal to e. So that formula we will apply on that. So limit n approach to infinity, 1 plus 3 divided by n. So we have a 1, in that place we have 3. So n, when we write the 1 divided by n, then we will take divide by n 1, then we will get the n. So that is why we don't write that 1. So this is the n, so whole power 3n. Okay, then we can write on this way, n multiplied by 3. So it would be the e power 3. This is the answer. You just separate this n and constant, then you will get the idea to apply the formula. So question number 6 is the question number 5 is same, and I will do question number 6. And question number 6 is that 1 plus 1 divided by n whole power minus 7n. So now we will apply the formula. So we can apply the formula. So limit n approach to infinity, 1 plus 1 divided by n whole power n is equal to e. So that formula we will apply on that problem. So limit n approach to infinity, 1 plus 1 divided by n whole power n and minus 7 we will be separate out. Okay, so that would be that e power minus 7 is equal to 1 divided by e power 7. This is the answer. So question number 5 you can do yourself, and question number 6 I have done over here. So question number 7 is very simple. So we have proved both sides. We have given the answer, but we have proved that it is right or not. So question number 7 saying show that if m is an integer, limit n approach to infinity, 1 plus 1 divided by n whole power mn is equal to e power m. E power m. So this is the question. We have proved that the limit n approach to infinity 1 plus 1 divided by n whole power n is equal to e. Okay, now we can apply that formula on that problem. So this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. Okay, we have take out the left hand side. Left hand side is equal to limit n approach to infinity 1 plus 1 divided by n whole power n into m. So it will be the e power n. So hence proved. So this is all about the question number 7. In the question number 8, a sequence general term is defined by a1 is equal to 1 and a1 plus 1 is equal to under root 1 plus an for all n belongs to natural number. Show that sequence is monotonic increasing and bounded, and further if limit an is equal to L, then L square minus L minus 1 is equal to 0. So we have two problems at a time. So what we have to do, we just prove the question number first, that sequence is monotonic increasing or decreasing, or if sequence is monotonic, then it would be the bounded. So question number first, we have question number 8. A1 is equal to 1 and an plus 1 is equal to under root 1 plus an. N belongs to natural number. N would be the 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Okay. So now what we have to do, we just show the condition. Condition is that show that sequence is monotonic increasing. We have check out the sequence is monotonic increasing. If monotonic increasing, it would be the bounded, and monotonic decreasing. We have just check out these both conditions. So first of all, what we have to do, we just put the natural numbers in this condition. Later on we will move on. It will be the satisfied the condition monotonic increasing or bounded, or monotonic decreasing or unbounded. So first of all, we will take out that condition. So an plus 1 is equal to under root 1 plus an. Okay. So now n is equal to 1. We will 1 plus 1 is equal to under root a plus a1. So a2 is equal to under root a1 we have given. A1 is equal to 1. So we will put a over here. So a2 is equal to under root. Okay. So now we will find the n is equal to 2. We will put n is equal to 2. 2 is plus 1 is equal to under root a1 plus a2. Okay. So a2 plus 1 is equal to under root a2 is equal to under root 2. We will keep on that place. Sorry, under root 2. Okay. So we will get a3 is equal to under 1 plus under root 2. same way we can find the A4, A5, A6 like that. So now we will see that A1 A1 is equal to 1 and A2 is equal to under root 2 and A3 is equal to under root 1 plus under root 2. So now you can see that if the sequence is monotonic increasing, then A1 is less than A2 and A2 less than A3 like that. A3 is less than A4 like that. 1 plus under root 1 plus under root like that. So sequence is a monotonic increasing sequence and bounded set. We have proved that A1 is equal to 1, A2 is equal to under root 2, A3 is equal to 1 plus under root 2. So A2 is greater than A1 and A3 is greater than A2. Then we can say that if the monotonic increasing sequence condition, then it would be the first term is less than second term is less than third term is less than fourth term like that. So we can say that the sequence is monotonic increasing sequence. So in the last condition, further if limit an is equal to 0, if the limit an is equal to 0, L, this is the L like that, L, then L square minus L minus 1 is equal to 0. So we have proved that. Is it right or not? So we can write an is equal to an plus 1 is equal to L. We can write that. So now an plus 1 is equal to under root an plus 1. So we can write like that. We have done before in previous problem. So now squaring on both sides. So an plus 1 whole square is equal to an plus 1 whole square. So this would be the an plus 1 is equal to L. So we can write L square and an plus 1 at the place of an we can write the L. So yeah, L plus 1 whole square. So L square is equal to, where it will be cancelled out under root, it will be the 1 L plus 1. So L square minus L minus 1 is equal to 0. So that is the condition. So we have proved that. So guys, this is all about the exercise 1.4. In the coming lecture we will learn about the exercise 1.5. and thank you very much for watching, and one request for you people, you must be subscribe my channel and share with your friends. It would be the nice you will sit in home and see my lecture and complete your exercise and homework as well. You will enjoy yourself. Thank you very much.